Hi there, it's Ruth at aRTful Stampin. I just wanted to show you a couple of techniques to make some embellishments that you can use either to decorate a little box or some cards. So we'll get straight to it. I've got the Sunburst stamp from Kinda Eclectic here, and I think I showed you this technique a couple of weeks ago, but I'm going to use it in a slightly different way today. We used it with the spiral flower die, but this time we're going to be cutting our own spiral flower. Anyway, I've just got a piece of cardstock that I've grabbed from my scrap pile. I don't even really know what colour it is, but I'm just going to kind of go for it. Okay, so I'm going to stamp with, I'm stamping with Watermelon Wonder here. So I stamp the image down quite firmly, and then I gently lift it slightly and then twist it again. Sorry, twist it and then twist again, and keep moving and stamping. Okay, and then you end up with that kind of that image that's got some other faded bits in it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how to quickly make a spiral flower without any sort of fancy dies or anything. I know that I have a few new watchers from the book folding community. Hello everybody. I'm part of a book folding group on Facebook, and I've posted some of my videos to show people how to use some of the dies, but this is how to make a really simple spiral flower without a die. Okay, so all you do is you have your circle and then you cut into it like this. You keep going until you end up with a little kind of like, you know, circular bit right there. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab my trusty tweezers. Different people use different tools for this, but I mean you can use, you know, a toothpick or a skewer or tweezers, or I even have friends who use a quilling tool. And I'm just trying to find the right tweezers. There we go. So what we do is we just, because we want the design to show up, I'm just going to cut that little bit off there. Because we want the design to show up, we're going to twist the flower up with the design in the middle. Okay, and that's all you do. Now, what you could have done is actually soften the paper up a bit by using a bone folder, but I haven't had time to do that, so we're just going to go for it like this. Okay, and then when you get to there, I just like to let the flower uncoil itself. Okay, just let it do its thing. Let the paper kind of unspring it, because I don't like to have a flower that's too tightly coiled up. It looks more like a rosebud than an actual kind of rose. Well, if you want a rosebud look, that's fine, but yeah. Anyway, so then you can kind of look at it, and then if you see there's a bit that you'd like to just sort of chop off, you can do that. You can see there's a little bit of a point, and we want it more curved. All right. Okay. So then all we do is then get your glue and pop some glue onto the central part there, and then I like to put the flower down onto my mat and then hold the flower until, just for a few seconds, until the glue has cooled down, and then it is stuck there. Okay, right, the other thing I wanted to show you, I'm really excited to show you this because I've had this idea in my head for about a week and I finally got round to playing. Okay, so we have a piece of card and we're going to make a bit of a fancy leaf here, and I'm going to fold the card in half, and I'm using the fringe scissors. I forgot what they were called there a second. Okay, and then we just use the fringe scissors pretty much as normal. So if you haven't used these before, there's just a couple of tips I want to tell you. That when you cut, don't be tempted to cut so that you're finishing the cut at the edge and then snipping, because one, you'll find it harder to do, especially on card like I'm cutting, but also it leaves a bit of a mark doing that. So it's best to just start right sort of here and then finish there. Okay, so okay, and then before I unfold this, just a little tip, just make sure these are all kind of folded flat, because of the way the blades work, it sometimes curves the paper up. Okay, so then just open your card up like this, and then I've already cut a strip of paper that's about 8mm thick or wide, and I'm then using the new tear and stick tape that we're doing, and it really does just tear off. It's fabulous. So you just put it on, tear it, and it's double-sided, so you just then take off the backing part, and then you're ready to go. Right, and then with this, I'm going to stick this down the central sort of spiny bit of what I've just done, and then I want to make 2 leaves out of this, so I'm just going to start cutting this, and then from this end here, and then cut in, and then cut another one. And if, like, I can see here that I haven't got cut quite to the edge, you can just go over those and with your snips, just to make sure that they're done. Okay, and then before I actually manipulate the paper, I want to just put a little bit of cucumber crush on the edges of this. I think the colour card I've used is pistachio pudding. It's a retired card, but because I just grabbed whatever I could find, I'm sure we all have, oh, there's a little bit that's fallen off. Okay, so if that happens, just grab it and put it back on. So be gentle when you're sponging, not like me, roughing it. Okay, oh, no, we don't want that to happen. Okay, there we go. Okay, maybe just press firmly before you start sponging. And then I'm just going to quickly make this box up. So if you haven't made any of these boxes up before, this is what you do. You just pop the 2 side ones in first. Then, oh no you don't. You pop that one in first. Then that one, these ones. And then that one. Okay, I was getting a bit super cocky there, wasn't I? Okay, there we go. And then all that remains for me to do is to tie some cucumber crush ribbon around here. And if you wanted to stamp on this box before you decorate it, that's up to you. Actually, I'm just going to tie it in a knot because I quite like the idea of this hanging down. And then all that remains for me to do is to just slightly twist these leaves to give them a bit more shape. And I'm actually going to just stick these directly onto there. And there. Oh, actually I might pop those over that side like that. Oops, I got glue on it. Okay, and then just stick that onto the centre there. Okay, isn't that fun? Okay, so that's a kind of spiral flower, and then using the fringe scissors to create a really interesting kind of leaf shape. And I'm sure if you do book folding and you do decorating various things, then you can see kind of the possibilities for using this leaf in whatever context you want to. Anyway, thank you for joining me today, and as normal, please subscribe to my videos if you like what you see, and you can buy the fringe scissors and the stamp set and the ink that you saw, sorry, wrong scissors there, and the tear and tape, or stick and tear, and whatever it's called, from my shop at aRTfulStampin.co.uk. Okay, take care for now and have a great weekend. Bye.